Right then, chaps, welcome back to the Lifted Lifestyle Podcast. Episode number 39 now.
39.
Yeah. I'm going to be
Let's
cooking
go.
up 40 like in no time, quite
Let's
literally.
freaking go. Yeah.
Doubling up today.
Literally within
Half an
an
hour. Yeah. But today, look, it's the start of August, isn't it? I think.
yes, the 5th already. How is it the 5th of August already?
Yeah, what the hell? It's kind of like midway through August. And,
Yeah.
And with
pretty
that,
mad.
I don't know, it's just like summer
It's basically
starting to
basically gone,
taper out,
guys.
really. When does summer actually end?
I don't know.
So have a
But
quick-
what I have noticed is now the nights are actually darker earlier
yeah,
compared to like the start of July,
Yeah.
June. It's a lot darker earlier. I
Google
think.
says 22nd of September.
Doesn't seem right. I swear usually
It's
we
capping.
hit September and the weather it's like 1st of September,
Yeah.
I'm just going to drop like 10 degrees for no reason.
But I think it's been significantly worse even the last week. I don't know
Well,
if
the
that's just
weather-
because I'm comparing it to Havana.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but like there hasn't actually been a day where it's been sunny. Like, it's been sun, but
been-
there's a lot of cloud. Yeah, it's been shit. Me and HL, right, we've realised, well, HL realised yesterday, I say the word shit, which is actually horrible, all the time. And literally, I somehow get it into like every sentence.
It was just yesterday, I was leaving the office to go train. It was like within 30 seconds, it was probably like 4 times. But anywho, because it's August, we thought, look, it's probably about time we discuss the next steps. Because we've talked about dieting so much and getting peeled and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff, it's probably about time to transition. And
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, most people will have either been on their summer holiday or
They're going very
about to go.
soon. Yeah.
Now, you don't really go in September, do you?
No.
Unless your name's HL and you go
Yeah.
to Italy.
Do you know what is actually good with this pod is like throughout this year when we've done it, we've actually spoke a lot about what people should be or what we
Yeah.
think they should be doing within like their timeline. If that makes sense.
I think that's slightly because this is probably the first year that our timeline has been actually like aligned properly
Yeah.
with how
With
I'd
how
want
we'd like
to be.
it to be. Yeah, definitely.
Because at least in our eyes, or my eyes, don't know about you, probably is the same. I want to be in good nick when I go away,
Exactly.
but not necessarily peeled. I just don't want to be fat. And
Yeah.
then,
The thing is though, right? I was thinking about this. Not actually fat.
no,
I
I know.
when I was editing that reel yesterday, and it was like, I got fat again, and then I got the footage from that time. I was like, people are going to be watching this and be like, mate, you're not even fat at all.
Yeah,
But
in the context of physique development, at least for
you're on
where
the
we've
softer
been.
side.
Yeah. So we've kind of gone through our process at the same time as recommending people to do similar.
Yeah.
At least if you're the same as us, like you kind of training to look good and
is the
enjoy
whole-
yourself.
The
Basically.
whole point of the pod,
Yeah,
lifted lifestyle.
yeah, the lifestyle
See, it
part.
ties in nice. See what we're doing here, guys.
Yeah,
It's good.
it's finally coming to fruition.
It's finally making sense.
So by this point, if you have been following on with this sort of timeline, you should have probably finished dieting by now, or at least come into the back end.
Back end of it, yeah.
And there's a lot of our coaching geezers at the minute that are coming to the back end for sure. And we've both finished
Yes.
as of a couple of weeks before Havart, really.
Yeah. It's
So-
actually been quite a while now that I've not been like in a deficit,
Yeah.
trying to get new lows.
Have you actually put on any tin?
So when we went away, I was like high 65s, came back at like 69, I think it was.
Really?
Yeah, now I'm back down to like mid 66s, so about where I was, which is
Yeah.
which is what I wanted. Like I wanted to at least
That's
come back
interesting.
down.
Put on like 4K.
You put on 4K.
No, you did.
Oh right, yeah, from the
Over
holiday, yeah. So I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Literally eating one meal, and like stepwise, we must have been doing like
Yeah, we were racking them up.
must have been like 20k most days.
I reckon
Surely.
so. Because obviously walking to
Hula, walking back from Hula. walking back to the town,
Bop.
walking back home. Like, there's a lot of walking involved.
Yeah, Bop always gets you like 10k.
Yeah. But, like, when I looked at myself, I was like, yeah, I do look heavier.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm just, like, incredibly water retentive.
Yeah.
Like, if I look at myself now compared to the first week back, it's, like, so different.
You can even tell in the photos, like, day one, you're, like, actually diced.
Yeah, and then towards the back end of the holiday, I just look like a mush.
Yeah, you're obviously still lean, but
Yeah, but I just don't look anything like what I did at the start. It's weird. I think it's the sleep thing.
Yeah.
I think that's what gets me.
Yeah. I average 17k across the week.
Yeah, so pretty substantial.
But yeah, I was the same, apart from I lost a bit of tin on holiday. Got leaner.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So jarring.
So I'm like 70, 90.
70?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, back down to 10 years
That's
ago.
about 30 kilo. Good going, that.
That's my BMI recommendation. Mate. If you type in my height and body weight, it's like you need to lose 18 kilos to be healthy. Don't know about that, mate.
Don't think that makes sense.
I think it'd be an actual flat Stanley. So yeah, both finished dieting. You might be finishing as well. What do you want to go into? Do you want to go to straight post-diet sort of trajectory of what to do there?
Yeah, I think we might as well.
The old reverse.
I feel like we spoke in the previous pods about if you are dieting for a holiday. What's happened to my voice? Sorry. If you are dieting for a holiday, you almost want to be finished though, like 2 weeks beforehand. So you've actually got a bit of time to reverse into the holiday, not be like fatigued, not feel like you're dragging your feet a little bit.
Yeah.
And you're actually going to look better from doing that. So
Yeah.
I feel like we should take it from there. Obviously, if you've had the holiday and it was a similar holiday to us,
You might be cooked.
potentially might be a little bit ropes when you get back. I don't think you need to do anything drastic. Like, it's not like I came back and was like, I'm getting back into a deficit. I just went back to what I was eating before, and it will sort itself out.
Yeah, I think that's very true. I don't think you need to necessarily
Don't panic.
dig really hard for no reason
Yeah.
to try and lose a few kilos. Like, it's probably just going to come off naturally.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you do get fat on holiday, don't worry. You've probably enjoyed yourself. And,
Yeah, just chill.
yeah. So then, when you do get back or you've finished your diet and whatever, I think the first thing I think that people mess up on is, from a mindset perspective, like you just lose
That goal,
that goal.
100%.
You get so much less dialed, or at least I've seen it a lot
Yeah.
of times.
I think I say this to a lot of clients, is the actual hardest part of a diet is when you finish dieting.
Yeah,
Like, you actually have to have a lot more discipline then
yeah,
than when you're actually in a deficit.
yeah,
Because it's so easy. It's so easy to be in a deficit dieting when you know you've got something coming up, and then when that's gone, you're like, oh,
yeah. Even just from a training perspective, I'll get the occasional message where it'll be like, I feel like I'm sort of dragging my way to the gym
Yeah.
a little bit. Which is where it's sort of, you don't want to get 8 weeks down the line and think, I should have set some better goals and
Yeah.
like thought about it a bit more a while ago. So when you do get back and you're setting yourself up, like actually just think about what you're trying to do.
yeah, what you want to actually achieve.
Because once you're in it, once you're like deep into the training regime, it's not like you just randomly miss sessions.
No, you just crack on with it. You just do it.
Like, I don't remember the last time I just went, can't be
It's not
asked.
going to bother. It just doesn't happen.
So, but if you're quite new to training still, let's say you just started when you started dieting, like
Yeah.
you do need to have a bit of direction. So, redial in. I don't even know what goes through my head to get the motivation. It's just like,
You know what I think it is? I actually think for both of us, I think the common case is when we go away on a holiday like that, it's always like, yeah, we looked sick, but you come back, and for me, straight away, I'm like, I want to look better next time I go away.
yeah.
And that is what it is for me.
I think it's more of it's less like vanity points and more, that's like your point of comparison.
Yeah, 100%.
To see if you're actually progressing or not.
If you've improved, 100%.
Or at least it is for me, for sure. Like I pretty much, my progress in my head is like, oh,
How did I look last
how
year?
did I look last year compared to this year?
Which is that's actually the best way of looking at it.
Yeah.
But just because you've got lean for a holiday, it's like the easiest way to have
Yeah.
that comparison.
It just works well, doesn't
Yeah.
it, from a timing perspective? So like I was looking at how I looked, and it was like, okay, my goals for the last gaining phase was grow my chest, grow my delts, improve my abs a bit, and I did that. So sick.
It's a win.
And now it's the same thing again.
Yeah.
grow my chest, delts, arms, and abs.
Well, this is where we always say it's like it's a constant progression thing.
Yeah.
Like that, I think that's again both why we love the process because it's like there is always something to work towards.
Yeah, yeah, and just I know some people will say like go on a gaining phase for 2 years, getting surplus for 24 months, and that's how you grow. I don't think it's really needed.
No, like granted, yeah, obviously you are going to grow doing that.
Yeah,
but from an enjoyment perspective, for us, I would absolutely hate that.
yeah,
And because that enjoyment level goes down so much, the actual like, I don't even not the adherence doesn't go down, but there may be times where you're a little bit more slack with things.
Yeah.
Because it becomes so monotonous and boring.
I was speaking to someone about this the other day. I think it was Owen actually. For me, if I'm in a really long-term gaining phase, or if I'm just like dragging my feet a little bit,
Yeah.
a lot of the time I'll still actually be ticking all the boxes that I need to, but mentally you're not quite as,
You're not present with it, are you?
you don't quite
You
give
don't
it
have
as much oomph.
Yeah, I agree.
And like you need to make sure that you're not just beating yourself up for not doing everything, because you might be, but at the same time making sure that you are actually giving it a bit of goose when
You're
you're
actually applying yourself
Yeah.
to the phase.
yeah, exactly.
But I think again that's why this timeline seems to work so well.
Yeah.
Because you're still in a gaining phase for what, like 9 months?
Yeah.
Still a long time. It's still enough time to make progress.
Yeah,
But it's not pushing the limit to the point
Yeah.
where it does get monotonous.
it's short enough so that there's still a little bit of time pressure.
100%. And I think again that's needed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, let's say if you get to like December, and this won't apply to us, and you've like sort of half-arsed it,
Yeah,
you're then like shit, like
I've only got X amount of months
months
left.
to really to dial myself in.
Yeah,
So it definitely does work well.
yeah,
I actually think for me, I do think I make more progress doing that than if I was to take 2 years in a surplus.
yeah. I mean, I did it right, and I made a bit of progress, or a decent amount of progress, but there was definitely a lot of time in that where I could have made a lot more.
I feel like it's almost just like you just float.
Yeah,
You're not actually
yeah,
going, you're just floating.
yeah, defo. So get that freaking in your head,
Yeah,
because
have a
I think
goal.
it's so key. Set out the actual time, which is probably a good point to lead on to. So you're setting up your muscle building phase.
Yeah.
Dates wise, let's say you're pretty much kicking it off now.
Yeah.
You've done your reversal. If you've not done that yet, basically just increase your food over time and you'll be sound. Keep an eye on your body weight. Stay dialed. But you start in your gaining phase. What's the timeline? How long do you go for?
So I'd say it's hard because obviously it depends on where you're actually at, like how lean you actually are,
Yeah,
and what you're trying to achieve. But I think for most people, a kilo a month,
yeah,
you could maybe push that a little bit higher,
yeah,
maybe to like 1.5 kilos a month.
yeah. I'd say it depends on your how experienced you are,
Yeah.
how much training you've done in the past.
I think if you're earlier on, you could potentially get away with pushing
Yeah.
a little bit harder and maximising that. But I think for like us, it's just like 1 kilo a month,
Yeah.
really slow and steady. That way as well, like you're not really gonna get fat.
No.
Like obviously you're gonna put on a little bit of body fat. It's impossible not to, but you're not gonna be looking at yourself and hating yourself. And also when it does come back to when you are dieting,
Yeah,
you're not in a terrible position.
yeah,
So again, it just makes that whole dieting phase as easy as possible.
yeah.
So
Yeah, so let's say you're sort of setting up a similar timeline to us. let's say you might be going away next July. You might want to be gaining for till March.
Yeah,
End of March.
Yeah, March, April time. I think
Yeah.
it's a good. I think if you give yourself 12 weeks,
Yeah.
then you should be pretty sound.
So if we have a look, weeks until April 2026, that gives you 34 weeks, which is quite a lot.
Yeah, it's a long time.
So what is that? 34. That is 8.5 months from now.
Yeah, so you're going to be around 8-9 kilos up.
Yeah, which if it's one of your first stabs at a gaining phase, even if it's not, to be honest, like you'd like to think a decent amount of that
Is going to be
will
muscle.
be extra tissue, which is obviously cool. So set up your timeline like that. Get your timings written down. Right, this is the end date. So you've got a bit of time pressure there. Like you said, kilo a month is usually pretty good.
I think that's the ideal sort of
Yeah.
spot. Again, might be different person to person. Like I have some clients who can definitely push
Yeah,
a little bit harder than that, and it doesn't make a difference really to their sort of like body composition.
yeah,
Whereas for me, if I was to push higher than that, I would get probably quite fat,
so weird with you. Like you'll put on like 4 kilos,
and I look completely different.
Yeah.
It's
But then the same thing on the way down.
Yeah,
You'll lose you'll go from I don't know. I don't know
like
what
for
the
me,
exact numbers
70 to like 66,
Yeah.
67. There's not really. I don't look much different.
are. Yeah.
And then I get into the 65s, and all of a sudden I'm just really lean.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
I'd probably say, I mean, maybe I've just not touched that level of condition, but I feel like mine's a lot more gradual.
Yeah.
Like I can see differences throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, which I actually think is probably better for most people from a mindset perspective.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's not annoying now because I know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But if you're new to it and you're coming down, let's say you drop like 3 kilos and there's no real difference to your physique,
Yeah.
you'd be
Yeah.
a little bit like,
Yeah.
what's
But
going
then
on?
I guess going into the next time you do diet, it will be like maybe that will come at 66 or
Yeah.
or
Yeah, just as you get a
Yeah.
little bit more muscle.
yeah. So that's the timeline. Should we go into some like tips on gaining phases and
Yeah, let's do it.
the most unhinged and talk about tips ever? I'm not talking about the average stuff here. I mentioned something yesterday that I think was pretty good.
What, to me or
No,
to the tube?
on my reel.
On your
my,
reel?
on my tube from reel.
Yes, I did
you
watch
see
that
it?
actually. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, about your your sleep not being great. And
Yeah.
all that stuff.
so as I go through a gaining phase, I obviously don't have a coach, so it's kind of
self-coached.
self-administered. Yeah, such a self-coach. That's crazy.
I actually have a question, right? Do you think, you got to answer honestly, you would make more progress if you did have a coach or someone looking over?
So
From my perspective, I think you would,
I agree. I think I would.
but it's not worth the investment that you have to make.
It's not necessarily that, because I think it would be, and I would do it. My issue is
You're stubborn.
I'm stubborn for sure. So if it wasn't like someone that I really really respected,
Yeah, you'd just be like, mate,
then
fuck off.
I'd struggle with it. I mean, it's kind of like it was kind of the same through rugby as well. Like the moments that I had a coach that I genuinely thought was class,
Yeah.
I'd make so much
Yeah,
progress.
because they're almost like not a role model,
Yeah.
but you look up to
You
them and you
do
actually
actually.
listen to what they
Yeah.
say.
And
Yeah.
I need the kind of person that, like, I'm not just not actually mates with them.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I need someone that I'm like, this guy's the
Almost
bollocks.
daunting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
That is what I'd need from a coach, and there's probably only a select few people that I think would
Have that authority.
have that.
Yeah. And they'll probably charge you like £250 a month.
Probably more like 400 to be
Yeah,
honest.
which right now isn't
Yeah.
worth it.
I mean, people that come to my head would be like, I mean, the main guy that I would actually want to coach me isn't even in the fitness industry anymore.
Yeah, he's in the film industry.
Yeah, Luke, he was just class. So like, there's him. Back in the day, he was with Callum, but obviously Callum's a lot more down the like pure BB side now. So, you know, he's coaching Olympians, so you know he's not gonna like.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to be picky with who he works with.
But then even like the big dogs, like AJ Morris, for example, I know he's class, but there's just something there that just doesn't.
See, I wouldn't want to be coached by AJ.
No,
because they almost have to align with who you are.
Yeah,
and as much as I like AJ and I like his stuff,
yeah,
I'm not like the same person
yeah,
as him. If that, I don't know how to explain that.
No,
properly.
I get that.
If you look at the people he coaches, bro almost makes like little molds of him.
It's like mini AJs everywhere.
And I don't want to be that, so it just wouldn't work.
So yeah, it's there's a very, very specific person that I'd need, and I don't think there's that out there at the minute.
Yeah,
I need them to be like hyper hyper-knowledgeable as well. So I'm actually like,
you're learning
I didn't
something.
know that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I digress. The gaining phase tip was if you do have a coach or don't have a coach, I think this applies. When your training is always the very foundation of basically every decision you make, whether it's, you know, do I need to increase my food? Well, we'll have a look at your training. Do I need to change my volume? Let's have a look at your training progression. Yeah. Do I need to sleep better? Let's have a look at your training.
Yeah.
So with that, you can use your training as a bit of a self-accountability partner to go, have I progressed? If so, sweet. The kick up the arse comes when you either don't progress or even regress on a set. Pretty much every time that happens to me, I think, what could I have...
What's happened leading up to this session that could potentially have affected that?
Exactly. And almost always, it's like, I could have slept better the night before, or I probably didn't quite have enough food the day before.
Yeah.
So like that example yesterday, it was because I was in knots and I probably missed out on about 500 calories.
Yeah.
And
which doesn't, to most people, that's probably going to sound like pretty...
Yeah.
I'm not sure that doesn't really matter, but when you're at like our training level, it does make a huge difference.
Yeah. And it's obviously like deepening it a bit because it was only one rep, but there's a massive difference between, okay, I got one rep down, next week I might go a rep up from this week, so then I've matched again, and then the following week I might progress, so then that's 3 weeks on that movement where I could have just taken it on week 1 rather than week 3.
Yeah.
So obviously if you've got 8.5 months, that starts actually making quite a big difference to how much progress you make on those specific movements. So yeah, use your training as the pillar, to make decisions off, and also to just like keep your head on.
Yeah. I also think, right, we've probably been guilty in the past of almost probably not looking into our training that much.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's been times, fair enough, like last off season, I think I actually did this quite well. But again, if I was on my own, I probably wouldn't have done this.
Yeah.
But because I had that accountability through Ryan, it almost forced me into doing that.
Yeah.
In terms of like, it's very easy to think, oh no, I'm progressing fine. Like, I don't need to add any extra volume in, things like that. But I do think sometimes like you need to just stop being a pussy, basically. I know that sounds pretty blunt, but when your food's high and if you're managing everything well, you can do a lot more than what you think. And yeah, it might take a bit more time in the gym, things like that.
Yeah.
But if you're actually wanting to maximize your progress, and it aligns with your life or your lifestyle, just don't be a pussy, basically.
Yeah. You do actually have to be quite analytical with it.
Yeah, 100%.
Or else you end up just, especially if you're on our sort of ideology of training, where it's very focused around progressive overload, like actually trying to progress each set. I think that's really good, and that's a direction that everyone should take. But you can just start leaning on it a bit.
Yeah.
And be like, I don't need to add in, I don't need to change anything because I'll just make progress next week.
Yeah. Which is fine. Like that is fine.
Yeah.
But like we're talking about
Yeah.
maximizing growth.
Yeah.
You can definitely dive into it a little bit more.
Yeah. And then I think on top of that, I think my chest was whack because I never really trained it properly in terms of like my actual execution of things. I'd be very focused on how can I set up for a bench to just bench press a bit more,
Yeah.
as opposed to am I actually like training my chest well?
Yeah. And providing a greater stimulus.
Yeah, the stimuli. So
But
like,
it's true, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
you get married to like numbers,
yeah,
then execution starts changing, things like that. Yeah, you might be taking progressions, but a lot of the time they're not actually like true progressions.
yeah,
So it's like it's about getting stronger, but also making sure you're getting stronger with like your standardization just staying the same.
yeah. It's getting stronger as a result of everything else, not
Yeah.
just like the progression doesn't actually it happens in the gym, but it isn't created from
No,
that
yeah.
individual session. So like realistically, looking back at my biggest gaining phase when I went from 95 to 118, I should have grown a lot more muscle on my chest, but I didn't
Yeah, because
because
of said reasons.
I mean I did get injured and that sort of stuff, but
Yeah.
even before I got injured, it was like, am I actually progressing here?
Yeah.
A little bit. Probably not 25 kilos worth of progression.
Yeah. I also think at that point as well, we were newer to training
Yeah,
and the whole physique development. It was almost like the focus wasn't really on like training performance. It was more on what's the scale saying?
yeah,
Like just keep chasing weight, keep chasing weight,
Yeah.
keep chasing weight.
defo. And then I think it also comes down to like what you find quite easy to grow. Because actually my back did progress loads.
Yeah.
Up until I got injured, then it was washed. But it did progress a lot
Yeah.
within that. And that's just because like back training is really easy for me.
Yeah.
I just move a lot of tin and it grows.
And it grows. See, that's where we're so opposite.
Yeah.
Because for me, I can't do that with, like, during that phase as well, where you got heavy, when I got heavy,
Yeah,
like, my arms, my chest, they all grew, but my back didn't really grow that much.
yeah,
I think that's because I got, like, attached to the whole just chasing numbers,
yeah,
which, again, can work for some people like you,
yeah,
but for me, it didn't. Whereas on my chest, like, I can just press a weight
yeah.
and,
You get pec.
yeah, it grows.
Yeah.
So,
We're almost opposites there, aren't we?
Yeah.
When I'm pressing, I'm actually thinking like, okay, let's. I'm thinking about sort of driving this across,
Yeah.
actually get a decent contraction, actually feel it in the stretch.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more thought process going in throughout the whole set.
yeah, rather than just pressing.
Yeah.
Like when I'm chest pressing, I'm not thinking about anything other than pressing.
Yeah.
But that's the same with you with, like, let's say a single arm pull down. You can probably just pull
Yeah.
and feel it. Whereas I really have to be like, everything has to be perfect.
Yeah.
Otherwise I just don't feel it.
Yeah. And I think you can take that stuff a little bit too far, especially on, there's like the classic movements that people be telling you how to do this movement. It would be like a 2-minute video with all of like 20 odd different cues
Yeah.
on how to feel this. And it's like,
It's overkill.
that's probably
Yeah.
a bit much. Like, it might come into play for some people. You see it all the time on single arm pull down. So yeah.
Especially like your and you cuffed,
Yeah.
you cuffed single arm pull over. It's
Yeah.
like you're just applying the same principles of, like, as long as you're pulling your elbow towards your hip
Yeah.
and your upper arm is tight,
Yeah.
that's all you need to do.
Yeah. There's certain things where it would be impossible to not use the muscle that you're trying to train.
Literally.
So
You don't need to deep it.
it's probably not that deep,
Yeah.
is it?
It's like you're getting loads of cues on like a leg extension, for example.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to not
Yeah.
feel your quads on a leg extension.
Like what else are you
yeah,
gonna use?
you literally can't move in any other way.
You use
So
like your tib anterior
Yeah,
to
it's
like
just not-
lift the weight with your foot or
it's
something.
just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think there's certain movements where you just got to go. Other movements you might need a bit of thought process, but don't have don't have 10 cues going through your head,
No.
because then you're just not going to think about any of them. Think about one, maybe two.
Yeah. And
then
also, if
crack
you're
on.
if you're trying to think about 10 cues, think how much that's going to take away from the set.
Yeah.
In terms of like just actually being powerful.
This is something I'm actually undecided on. With the, like, from a accuracy,
Yeah.
you hear that term thrown around all the time. If I'm doing like a single arm row,
Yeah.
and I can be really accurate and like trying to feel my lat throughout the whole thing, I'll get to failure. Let's say I get to 10, and then I could probably rip out another 6
Yeah, by just having a
by
little bit
just
more
pulling,
body English and just
but not even moving.
No,
like,
yeah,
like literally just going.
moving your arm. Yeah.
So like, I kind of get conflicted there whether that is that the end of
I
the
actually
set.
agree with that so much, especially with your back work.
Yeah,
Like, if you're trying to be really accurate, you're right. You probably get to a certain number and you will fail if you're trying to be super accurate.
yeah.
But then you can just move the weight.
I think a lot of it's like the acceleration factor, where if like a lot of the time with back work, if you're in the stretch position, you can get out the first half.
Yeah.
If you're quick there, then it kind of flows through
It
the rest
goes
of it.
through, yeah.
So I think that's part of it. But
That's one thing I like about RT,
yeah,
Ryan Terry, is he always says on, like, if you watch his YouTubes, whatever, on his back work, he's very much like you watch his videos and he's like just ragging it around.
yeah,
But like he always does say, and he justifies it with like he might get to 12 reps and the form's really good. But then like what we're saying is like from there he can still get more reps and his form might just break down a little bit.
yeah.
Which I think is the same sort of
Yeah.
thing that we're saying. It's like you can just give it some more
Just give it some
rag
beans.
and it will move.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think I need to try and apply that a bit more to my back training.
I'm undecided whether I should start the set with that intent or just finish it.
I think finish.
Yeah,
I do
go-
still think you should try and get as many like really effective reps first.
Yeah,
Obviously, like your first few aren't going to be that effective anyway, but if you're being really accurate, let's say your last 3-4 reps,
yeah,
they're going to be very effective. But again, I think you have to be specific in terms of like the movement that you're doing when you're applying that.
yeah,
Because like, if I was to do that on a press,
yeah.
it'd be like injury central.
Yeah, shoulders gone.
So it's like, it's not
Yeah.
worth it there. So it's like risk to reward.
Yeah, and I think, you know, if you're doing like a rear delt fly,
Yeah. Like,
in that situation, if you start just ragging it around, you're obviously just going to be using your upper back.
yeah, you're not going to connect.
But if you're doing something like a T-bar,
The amount of stimulus you can still put through
yeah,
your upper back.
I don't really care if I'm not hitting the specific upper
Yeah.
fibers. Like,
Like you'd rather just take those extra 3 or 4 reps.
yeah, probably just have a push and a pull.
Yeah. Push you to pull.
Hey, we can all have a pull. So yeah, have a think about that. I guess that's it.
That was good.
Yeah,
Good point. That. I
not a
like
fully
that.
undecided, not a fully decided point, but I think something to think about on certain movements. If you feel like you can give it some beans, then it might be worth it.
Yeah. You know what else I was just thinking about? This is pretty random, but you know our first point that we spoke about in this pod in terms of goal setting. I also think as well what really helps is having goals outside of the gym as well, like life goals.
Yeah,
Like for us, like this is pretty fucking cringe, guys. Like, I'll be honest, but like whenever we go away, like when we rented a boat, we're like, okay, like next year we want to have a better boat.
yeah,
Do you know what? Just stuff like that? Like sounds so stupid and like it's so minor. Like that isn't going to give me all the happiness in life,
yeah,
but having that extra thing to work towards
yeah.
almost just like hones you in
Yeah, it
completely.
brings it all together.
Yeah, which I think is really, that is what's good about us. It's like we do always just want to progress,
Yeah,
which is, it's a frustrating feeling, but it's also like such a nice feeling to have with your life,
yeah. When you've actually got
which
a
is
bit of
it's deep
direction,
and cringe, but like if you can just have direction with everything,
you're going to be cooking.
yeah. Like, even if you're just working like a 9 till 5 and you want to get like a promotion, whatever,
Yeah,
like if you can work towards that, that will cross transfer I'm convinced that will cross transfer into like your physique development as
into
well.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah. Just is a bit cringe, but
She's got the mindset of progression, man.
yeah.
It's a bit of a blessing and a curse because you obviously always have ebbs and flows, and then
Yeah.
if it ebbs, head's in the gutter.
Yeah, it's really not good, but it does spark that motivation for everything.
Yeah.
So just try and have goals for everything.
Whatever
Just
you
don't
do,
settle.
just give it some beans.
Yeah.
That
Don't
is
settle.
the message of this pod.
Yeah.
Might put a bean in the thumbnail.
I'll have a beanstalk and me and you at the bottom.
It's like glowed up.
So how long's that been?
It's probably pretty good. I mean, little wrap up of 36 mins. Little wrap up of the next phase. Finish off your diet, work up your food. Obviously, at a gaining phase, we've not really talked about this stuff, but like continue to increase your food if you need to put on more. And then just have some minerals about you.
Yeah. So when's your gaining phase going till now?
Well, till
Till we book a holiday. And then...
like March, April time, really.
Haven't you got like 5 months?
Yeah, you cooked.
So again, just having that time constraint
Yeah,
really drives that motivation.
yeah. So is it 5 months until a PPD or pre-prep diet?
No, so this was basically a pre-prep
Oh,
diet.
right, okay.
So now I'll get back to like 70, 71.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I start prep like just after Christmas, like
yeah,
the 29th.
yeah.
And I've got ages to prep.
cooking.
So hopefully I won't be a Mardy
Wait, so
faggot this time.
when actually is the
The shows.
first thing, roughly?
I don't, maybe like middle to back end of May, and then I should be finished by middle, back end of June,
Yeah,
which is going to work perfectly because then I'm still going to be lean. If it's the timeline, lean for summer.
as long as you don't turn into a Haribo goblin again.
Yeah, as long as I don't scran everything inside. All right.
I
don't think I will though now.
Fallbacks.
I think I've got that experience.
Yeah, you're a seasoned athlete, really.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah. I've done like 3 shows, seasoned.
I'm actually a prep coach now.
It's no biggie or anything, guys.
I can't be.
Doesn't mean I'm better than you or anything.
I just can't be asked with going to your shows and then everyone just.
It's so funny
chatting
when we're at
shite.
shows. Like, even when I'm there, I'm listening to people.
God.
Me and HR looking at each other like, just shut up, mate. Honestly, we're like the most non-BB BBs that's ever lived.
I appreciate the.
It's nice that people are so
Yeah,
love the sport so much, but fucking hell.
I just. Some of the one-liners are quality.
Yeah. It's like when we're sat in the crowd watching some of the rest of the show, and it gets to the point where I'm like, I need to leave. I can't deal with this any longer.
I might just pull that. Oh shit!
Oh shit!
He's
you
got
know.
great biceps. Shit!
Look at the fucking glutes on him. Yeah, stuff like that. There's been multiple times where me and HL have been like trying not to piss ourselves in the crowd because we just cringed out so much.
It's bad. I need to work on that.
Yeah.
Just get into a giggle fit.
Even like when I'm competing, I can hear people shouting. I'm like, please stop shouting. Please.
Glutes, Leo.
Fucking get on your glutes, even though they're covered. Get on him.
And then just the back, like the waiting around is tedious, I bet,
Yeah.
for you. But then you just get like, again, it's all in good faith. But like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so,
nice to see people are passionate about it. But
I was prepping. Yeah.
that's probably
So-
like the top 5 most annoying questions ever.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you think? Like,
I've purposely not asked Ryan at all.
yeah, every time I see him, I'm like, maybe I'll ask him, and then I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No.
All right, chill.
Right, mate?
Okay. Training today. Yeah.
You actually saw him in person the other day, didn't you?
Yeah.
Posing.
Oh, yeah. Jesus.
Saw you in the back of one of his videos,
Yeah.
like picking up your camera and shit.
Yeah.
How was he looking?
He's cooking, to be honest.
Yeah. It seems to me like I actually watch his YouTube because I actually like him as a person. And he's one of the people he actually is pretty similar from his YouTube to
Yeah.
when you speak to him in person. And like I swear like 2 weeks ago I was like, looks okay.
Yeah.
And then now I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he suddenly looks
just looks
awesome.
mint.
Yeah.
But you think that's just because he locks in? Because I think he's pretty open and honest in terms of like his off season. He doesn't track anything. He just like
it's sort of the Sebum approach. Like I'm pretty sure he finishes competing and just like
Does what
has
he wants.
loads of time off.
Yeah.
And then they basically just grow through prep.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, but I suppose, I mean, unconfirmed, but like the gear will be ramped.
Yeah, true. Yeah, he's probably getting pumped in.
Yeah. Nah, RT's 90, man. I actually don't think they talk about that. So
No, I don't think he's allowed. Probably not allowed to.
But anywho, he's looking pretty wham. I mean, you'd expect it because he's Mr. Olympia. So you know,
It's weird though, isn't it? Like
jacked.
you know, because they obviously has like a weight cap. He probably can't actually afford to be incredibly committed in his off season.
Yeah.
Because if he puts on too much muscle,
Yeah.
he's gonna just have to lose that anyway.
Have you seen they're doing I think he posted it yesterday. They're doing like a men's physique
Oh, seminar,
seminar.
posing
Thing.
seminar, yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to like apply
Oh really?
and get picked. Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna turn up.
No, we just rock up. Stir the pot.
It's gonna be really bad. Just hit no, there's no front dubs in men's feet. Yeah, there is.
There is now, mate. And, and the gun fingers. So funny because when I do PCA next year, obviously I don't know if you have to do the gun fingers, but I am going to be dying doing that. It's going to be so horrible.
I don't know why. I think it looks so weird.
See?
Can you have that as your? You're not allowed to choose your songs in men's physique, are you?
No, dead.
You know the remix,
D&B remix, yeah, with him in there.
Steve.
Yeah, I'm hoping I don't have to gun finger it because
I think so. I find it so hard to do as well.
yeah, it's hard to like tense anything when you've got your fingers like
Yeah, I tried it the other day. Like in a front dub, I was like, I couldn't stay still. Ruined
Right.
me. Yeah, we'll
think
leave the
that
pod
wraps
there. Episode 39, bloody good one.
Episode 40. If we're wearing the same clothes, it's because they've been in the wash and we've recorded next week and just worn the same clothes again.
Yeah, that'd be so
I
weird.
swear.
Anywho, click the subscribe button, brothers. We're coming up to 100 now, 100 subs. Which like
I feel like we'd be on more. I feel like we should be on more.
we've got quite a lot of views and we're on 40 episodes. So like, I reckon probably 20% are subscribed.
How did the recent pod do?
All right, I think they've just been chilling recently. Nothing
we understand.
major, but
We do understand. We've noticed a correlation between our consistency and pod views
yeah,
and interaction with the pod in terms of questions
agreed.
has taken a bit of a hit recently.
Because we've been washed
Yeah, we
Really?
haven't been washed, but
a little bit.
we've just been struggling. But we're
We'll
getting
sit
on
back.
top of it again. I'm actually away next week for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
So that's hence why I'm recording 2 today.
one in
One
Cyprus.
next
I'll
week.
turn up, mate. No
Yeah.
stress.
See you there.
And yeah. Anyway, see you in the next one. Click the
Bye.
subscribe button there. Other video there. Ciao.